Is it a no or is it a go? Ooh, hit or miss.
Welcome to Hit or Miss Podcast, where we talk about all things music, like submissions,
hit interviews,
contests,
and so much more.
To get your voice heard, send in an MP3 of your original music, along with a short bio and contact information.
Welcome to episode 1. Hit or Miss is a podcast that is all about music, and it's another way to get your music heard without all the red tape.
All right, it's episode 1, guys. We've been waiting so long for this, and I'm really excited about it.
So am I. This is awesome, guys.
Yes.
And here we are. So, first meetings warrant introductions, right? That's what I've heard.
Yep.
So, let's start with our motivated producer and host, Miki.
Hello, I'm Miki,
I'm Hazy.
I'm Blaze.
the man with the golden voice.
We already. I think somebody already
We'll
claimed
hear
that title.
from him
today.
later.
Okay, guys. All right.
Tell us about yourself, Miki.
Growing up as a child, I wanted to be a singer. But like I said, I can't sing. So I was always into music, and I realized at some point I couldn't sing and I was never going to be a singer. So I figured I'll try something different. And that's what I've been doing all my life.
Did
So-
someone tell you your music was a miss?
you know what? Actually, there's sometimes in your life, some people never realize when they are a miss. But I am that individual that I know I missed it.
Right.
So you have to admit it, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a miss, guys.
So that's part of what inspired you to create a platform to where people can, I guess, test their own skill set and.
Absolutely. That's definitely what inspired me, especially music. Music has inspired me in a way, like you see so many talented people outside of the music business that they're, outside of having record deals. And I figured, what better way, if I've seen so much talent, I said, what better way is to try and get some music from artists that we will never ever hear on the radio. So I want to create a platform where we can all hear something different, unique, and some real talented people.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I think, so many people want to support underground musicians, but they don't know where to go. Whenever you search music into YouTube, the most popular people are going to come up first. So
Absolutely.
we have a platform where,
And that's
people can be heard.
absolutely
I think that's awesome.
That's awesome, and I'm so happy about that. We have something totally. It's not just my podcast; it's our podcast,
Oh.
and that is the best thing in the world, where we can all get together and just all of us are. Even though I can't sing, we are all artists in our own right, and that makes me so happy that we can just share our talent with everyone else. So
I think
even
so
if I
too.
can't sing, a singer, actor, I'm just a creator. That's all.
And next to her left, we have Hazy. Hazy, tell these people who you are and why you're here.
All right. Well, I'm Hazy from Reply Hazy. You can find me on YouTube. Just search in Reply Hazy. I'm a singer and a songwriter and just a lover of music. I love to sing. I love to play guitar, play piano, write songs about however I'm feeling, and I love to listen to music. So that's why I'm here.
Wow, what kind of music inspires you most?
Oh man, I truly do love all kinds of music. I grew up listening to classic rock, but I really like, alternative. I like folk music, even punk music, of course a little bit of pop. But the kind of music that I like to sing is more, indie alternative.
Okay. Well, we're going to hear some of Hazy somewhere down the line. We'll
Yeah.
hear a little bit of Hazy here.
You got to hear me sing the intro song, but
Yeah.
I didn't write that song. Actually, Chico DeBarge wrote that song for the
Awesome.
Hit or Miss podcast, and we're so honored.
Yes, we are. We are. And the man next to me, to my right, none other than the man with the voice, Blaze.
How you doing, y'all? Welcome to Hit or Miss Podcast. I'm Blaze. What brings me here to this show in this form is I come from a musical background. I go back to, grandma playing at the piano and me standing next to her and singing with her. And grandma, grandmas, they're going to tell you got a nice voice. And I always knew even as a kid, my talking voice was like, just had such a chocolate tone to it, But I can see y'all looks, even though I'm not looking at you, But, my talk voice was good. And I always thought I had a voice and I liked to use my voice as an instrument. Early in life, I wouldn't necessarily have considered myself a singer. But when I grew up and, the hip hop era came along, that was my punching bag. I dove head first into hip hop and I was an MC and I guess I would have considered myself a hardcore hip hop artist, but I wrote all types of songs and all types of different music. And maybe on another episode I'll tell you about the big break that didn't happen but could have if I would have made a decision. So I know a little something about the industry. I did try my hand at R&B, and I can sing as long as it's the right song. I'm not going to sing something high. If it's in a lower register, the baritone bass, I'll nail it. But, I love the arts. I'm also an actor and a writer. So I've always, been into the arts and studied the craft for a very long time. And being a hip hop artist and an MC, because I always consider myself an MC more than a rapper. So I'm very critical of lyrics and storytelling. And I think that's an element that I bring to music. I've been around the industry a long time and around people in the industry a long time and how they move and see how the way the machine runs. And that's why I think this show is such a good show, because not everybody who is talented and has a marketable product gets the exposure that they need to further their careers. So hopefully we can fill a void for a lot of people to get their music and their ministry out there that people can benefit from.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. You said grandma had you around the piano and singing. You never told us you could sing.
Well, no, I don't show it off, but yeah, I can sing. I can carry a note. I can carry a note.
You can carry a note.
I definitely can carry a note.
We're going to get this. Don't you want to hear that one day?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to hear that.
I'm also looking forward to the story you just foreshadowed about the decision. Yeah, I didn't know about that either. So
well, definitely
I'm interested to hear that.
Oh, yeah, that's a very, very interesting story with a very, very known name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I got people, and you actually know someone who can verify my story, too, Mickey.
You got me curious now. you know me.
That's the point. We're creating suspense, episode 1.
Man.
A
lot to uncover.
And I'm also an actor, so like I said, always been attached to the arts. But I'm excited today because we got some music to play.
Indeed.
We got some. Hey, you hear that? We got music to play.
I know, and I'm excited about it. The first one I'm particularly excited about. They are called Invisible from Inside. They're a folk alternative band, a 3-piece band that resides in South Carolina. So we're going to hear from them the song Venus Lane. We had a ton of people send us in music. By the way, if you want to send in music, you can email us at hitormissthemic@gmail.com. So I was going through and found Invisible from Inside, and oh my goodness, this is the exact kind of sound that I like to hear. So we'll see what you guys think about it. Let's hear Venus Lane from their debut album, Every Other Memory.
Remember the time when you laid on Venus Lane? so far away. Remember the memory that never fades away. The day we danced and let the music play. Don't change at all. Don't change at all. Remember the time you went so far away. You said you'll be back again someday. Remember the time when you laid on Venus Lane. Grab my hand and dance in the rain. Don't change at all. Don't change at all. On Venus Lane.
I like that one.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I truly love it. It's very ethereal. I feel like it's otherworldly. I feel like I'm just drifting off, you know. Yeah,
It sounds
to a
like one of
different
those
planet.
soundtracks to a movie.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll start with you, Hazy. Tell us what you thought and whether or not you think it's a hit or a miss.
I think it's absolutely a hit. The guitar in it is beautiful. I like the bass. It's very nice. As I said, it's kind of otherworldly. I think it fits the name very well, Venus Lane. It feels like you're just floating on another planet. And I love her voice. It's very calming. And
Yes.
I just think it's beautiful. I enjoy it a lot. That's, as I said, that's the exact kind of music that I like to hear that just makes me feel good. So,
Mickey, what do you think? Hit her.
I think it's a hit. You know, thinking of the music you hear today, and you hear things like that, you know that there's an audience for that, and that'll be a hit. That's a Grammy award-winning song if I may say so myself, simply for the fact that you hear that. I think it's a hit. What do you think about Blaze?
Well, like I said, I'm very critical of lyrics and storytelling, and I enjoyed that story. I enjoy that story. It's and I was also impressed with the level of musicianship. Sometimes when you got like I said, this is their debut album, Every Other Memory, I believe it's called. But they sound like they've been playing for a very long time. These aren't novice musicians. I mean, the key changes, the changes in pitch, so that it's not monotone, so it takes you somewhere else. The song is layered. You know, you're very, very good musicianship here, and I can see like watching something like Twilight and you know, Bella and Jacob are having an issue and she's riding her bike down the street and this is playing or something. You know, I could see it in my head. This has soundtrack written all over it.
Yeah.
So I was very impressed with the musicianship. I liked the vocals. I liked everything about this song. I can't think of anything I don't like about it. I think it's a hit. Shout out Invisible from Inside. I mean, Charleston, South Carolina, stand up, because
Yes.
you're being represented here today.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and they have so many other good songs on Spotify as well, so definitely check them out. I mean, as I said, I love it. I love their music. It just makes me feel good. It speaks to my soul.
You definitely got to check out Invisible from Inside on Spotify, and follow Invisible from Inside on Twitter. Follow them on Twitter. They have a very, very unique sound. I like their sound.
Me too.
Very awesome. Okay, and yeah, I definitely say it's a hit. And also, after when we post the broadcast and on Twitter and the various sites, we're gonna post these songs online so you out there can vote whether or not you think a song is a hit or a miss. We're gonna make that available for you, and I'm gonna tell you how at the end of the show. But we have another song, I believe, don't we?
We sure do. What's next?
Okay, next we have Nathan Townsend. Now he's living in LA, and in fact he's living in Atlanta right now. But he's been a creative force in Philly for many years. So he's definitely been on the definitely has the East Coast kind of vibe to him. They call him the man with the golden voice.
The golden voice.
Now you tried to attribute that to me earlier, Miki, but this man is the man who claims to be the man with the golden voice. Now I don't know if he claimed it for himself or that was a moniker that was attributed to him, but he's a grown man with a grown sound.
Wow.
And so the name of this song in particular is called "This Is My Life." And we're gonna play it now. We're gonna let you see, and we're gonna let you know what we think, if it's a hit or a miss. This is My Life by Nathan Townsend.
With rap tracks by Testimony.
Yes, rap tracks by Testimony.
This is my life.
My life. Yeah. We got one life to live.
I'm from over there, North Philly,
So as we move on,
31st and Birch,
we learn from our mistakes, what we go through.
born where there's no hope, and now I'm a new hope.
Keep it moving for the better.
You don't know who I am. You don't know where I've been. You don't know
Don't know.
who I am. You don't know me. You don't know what I feel.
Don't know.
You don't know what I've been through.
I've been.
seen. You don't know me. Oh, yeah. You don't know what I feel, what I've done, who I love, how I feel, where I've been. You don't know me. This is my life from A to Z. My life. Hey, look at me. This is my life. I'm all I can be and more and more. This is my life. Oh, my life from A to Z. This is my life. All I can be and more and more. Hit it.
Let's get it. I can hear my stomach rumbling, hunger pains. Every man for himself, Hunger Games. I ain't look out for the cookout, I was underpaid, so I hopped on the bandwagon of that money train. All I cared about was me and my stubborn ways, the mentality of a hustler. Something changed. My heavenly father, he took me to another phase. He allowed me to see the sun without my stunner shades. I couldn't see the forest for the trees, bro. I guess it's cause I wore my heart up on my sleeve, bro. It wasn't no girl I was head over heels for. It was the love of the money people kill for. Lost in the sauce, no recipe. That's a hard pill to swallow, ecstasy. Without the broken me, I wouldn't be the better me. My head out the scene now, I'm reaching for my destiny.
My life. This is my life.
Let's get it.
My life.
One life to live.
Hey, look at me. This is my life. All I can be and more.
Learn from my past.
And more. This is my life. Woo.
My life.
My life. Hey, look at me. This is my life. Oh,
Live your life.
more and more. This is my life. Oh, this is my life
One life to live.
from A to Z. This is my life. Hey, look at me. My life. I'm all I can be. This is my life. Oh. This is my life from A to Z. This is my life. Hey, look at me. My life. I'm all I can be. This is my life.
Very nice.
Okay, I guess we'll start with you, Hazy. What you think, and tell us whether you think it's a hit or a miss.
For this one, it was very catchy. It's gonna be stuck in my head all night long. And I would say, honestly, it's not exactly my type of music, but I still think it was a hit. I think it's very, musically smart. He has amazing voice control. What I wish I would have heard was more attitude from his voice. It's very straight. I feel like he could have had some more attitude, the main singer, Nathan Townsend, and not left so much of that just up to the background. I did like it. It was good, as said, very catchy. And I really liked the rap by Testimony as well. I think that was really good. How about you, Miki?
Well,
I said hit. Hit, yeah.
It's not a bad song. I like the lyrics. I do like the lyrics. But the song is, for me, it's kind of draggy. It's like got a late 80s type of music thing. I mean, the words are good. I like the lyrics, but I think the music, the track to it, could have been more up to date sounding, just like done. Lyrical wise, I love it, but the music to it, it's not. I'm not too fond of it. That just threw me off. It's kind of boring and dragging to me. So I'm not gonna say it's a hit. I'm not gonna say it's a miss.
You have to say.
There is the way. There's the
Wait,
third option.
Kiki, what's the name of our podcast?
It's hit or miss.
It's hit or.
But no, but listen. But yes, I know. Could y'all listen to me? Listen to what I'm saying. But there's an in between here.
No.
Okay, listen.
It's not hit or miss or.
I said miss. Okay.
Hit or miss.
Without being. See, this is a good thing. See, I like the way we're doing this. Listen, this is what I'm saying. No, what are you covering your face for? I'm just trying to explain myself. Listen.
Oh my goodness.
Just could y'all listen to me for a second, please?
Okay,
Listen.
we're listening.
Like I said, the lyrics are. I love the lyrics. Hush up, Hazy. Hush up, Blaze. And just listen to me. Listen to me for a second.
Okay.
The song, it's okay. If you want to technically say it's a miss, then because I like the lyrics.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, but listen, I like the only reason I said that no because I can't. It's the podcast is hit or miss, right? Mm-hmm. Understood. But I like the lyrics. The lyrics are meaningful, right. But the beat lyrically it's a hit, but musically it's a miss for me. I don't like the music.
Like the background track, not his
right.
singing at all, but
not the singing is
I see. I
right.
understand. Yeah.
I don't like the music itself. Not him as a singer. I think the track is draggy. It's like an 80s feel to me. Lyrically it's a hit. But with the background music and the instrumental, I don't like it. It's a miss for me. So that's when I was like, hit, miss.
Yeah. I mean, a song could be and that's why we give, and I appreciate both of your honest critiques of the song because, I mean, if something's great, we're going to praise it. If something's terrible, I mean, we might not pull no punches. We're not going to disrespect nobody's art, but we're going to be honest about how we feel about it. So I appreciate your honest critiques. But just because something's a miss doesn't mean it's terrible. It doesn't mean it's garbage. But that's not what we're saying. But it's a miss. It's saying it's not for me, and this is why. And that's fine. You know, you don't have to be so defensive about it.
I wasn't being defensive. I was just telling you the reason why I said it's not. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't a hit. It wasn't a miss. It was. The words are good. The music. To me, it just sounded like 1980s with maybe in the 80s it would have been a hit back then, but nah.
I thought because it sounded like you were about to change the title of the show to hit or miss or something else, or in between, hit or miss or gray area.
But okay,
we understand.
Now you understand what I was talking about. You guys just jumped into it, not let me explain.
I'm sorry,
myself.
that was too funny to let slide. We had to say something.
You know what? I'm the one that they do this to. I'm the one that they got the jokes on. I'm the only one.
Oh my goodness.
But listen.
But how about you, Blaze? What are you thinking about it?
I think this song, Nathan Townsend. I mean, Atlanta, y'all. He may lay his head in Atlanta, but he's a Philly dude. He's a Philly dude, and I'm a Philly dude. And I'm not going to be biased here. What I will say, no, I'm not going to be biased. I am going to say that I can see why they call him the golden voice. The man's tone is beautiful. He has a very good tone to his voice. And I know Miki had her comments about the music. I think the music, which I don't think that was the focal point of the song. I think when you're trying to marry different genres together, I think that was the music was a happy medium for that to take place. So I think, with the hip hop element along with the R&B blues type element, I think it worked. It worked for me. It worked for me. I think it was catchy. I think that's something that could be played at the cookout. You know what I mean? It's definitely something that could be played at the barbecue. And his voice gives me, and I'm not saying he sounds like this man, because I don't like to compare artists, like them to stand on their own. But he kind of gave me kind of like Al Jarreau vibes a little bit.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to say it's a hit because I like the way things worked more than what necessarily didn't. Like with the first song, the musicianship, I applauded that. I'm not crazy about the musicianship, but the song, not every song has to be complex or great. I thought it was the music was basic and the story was told well, in my opinion. I think it's a hit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say If I heard it on the radio, I just pass it by.
If I heard it on the radio, I'd turn it up. I'd play it at the cookout.
Aw.
You know what? It may have a place at the cookout because it sounds like the 80s music, exactly like I said. You proved my point.
Well, you know what Nathan Townsend would say to that? He'd say, "You don't know me."
This is my life.
He has his
like
life,
that.
so Nathan,
that.
we respect you. Don't take, anything to heart. We're just
Like I said,
giving our
man,
opinions, and yeah.
the words are great, but I think it needs another track behind it. It's good. In that sense, Nathan. This is just me keep speaking. The rest of them, I respect your opinion. I even respect you as an artist. The words are fine, but I just don't like the background, the track.
Yeah, honestly, I think it could have been. Do you guys feel like it could have been sped up a little bit? Like it
That's
was a
what
little bit
I'm saying. It was-
slow in the
that's
for
what
the
I said.
background. Like just the tempo overall. Like it could have been more complex, yeah. But if it were just a little bit faster, I think it'd be more.
That's now you get what I'm
incite more
saying.
feeling,
Well, it was fast enough
incite
to
more.
dance to.
I dance to it.
Yes.
What you gonna do? The 2-step, 1-2 stepper.
Bro,
Man, come on now.
You mixing the two step. The 2-step is the old school 2-steppers with the drink and the 2-steppers. It
That's
mixes
you know
them
what?
together.
Okay, mix it, and make it into whatever kind of drink you want.
It's
to
one of
make
the
it
same where the cool kid can dance with his grandma.
So I think the
Yeah.
consensus is hit for the barbecue, miss for the radio, maybe.
You got that right. She finally got it. She finally-
Philly stand up.
Hold
Oh
on,
my
can I
God.
say something about that? That is the reason he's so biased because it's Philly stand up.
Dude.
No, it's a very very good song. It made, like I said, not necessarily a musical triumph, but as far as the music goes, but as far as everything in its place serving its purpose, I think it goes over very well.
Okay, can I make an observation as well? The first words that came out of your mouth, Blaze, was Atlanta. That's where he lay his head, but it's a Philly dude.
That's right.
Now, so I think that you're being biased because you say that's where I'm from, I'm Philly. So Philly stand up. You like Philly? That's fine. You representing your people. That's good.
No, I think this is a perfect time and opportunity to point out to our viewers that you notice that those were two different genres of music. Of those songs we just played, and that's
Very
because here at Hit or Miss Podcast, and we want to drive this point home, so people who watch us and aren't surprised, and so people know what we're about. We don't care what genre of music it is. We don't care if it's hip hop, R&B, country, metal, rock, jazz, gospel, blues. We don't care. Original
Electronic.
music, not something that you got somebody else. We don't jack people's music, but original music, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're trying to play. We don't specify in any genre. Don't look at our complexions and think we only do one type of music. We celebrate all music on this podcast.
That's the reason we need you to tell us whether it's a hit or miss for us as well.
Yep.
So you judge for yourself. So the last song that we're gonna do is called Mia Amore, which was written and sung by Eddie Davis. It's a pop standard with a European flair with some Philly soul sprinkled up on it.
Oh, you shouldn't have
What
said
type of soul?
that. You shouldn't have
Okay,
said that.
Philly soul. Let's see how much soul does
Actually,
Mia
speaking
Amore
of,
have.
before we, play it, I think that maybe people will want to know. We know that Blaze is from Philly. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Mississippi, but I can say I live in New Jersey. How about you, Hazy?
I live in New Jersey as well, but I'm from Oklahoma. So
We country girls.
send your country music in.
There
Let's
you go.
hear it.
Represent. You can even send those blues tunes in. We want to hear a little bit about that. The sound of Philadelphia is what he's going to stick with. Boys to
So-
Men.
Let's hear these Philly sprinkles.
Say it again.
That's the great Boys to Men to you.
Okay.
Reintroduce the song, please.
Mia Amore by Eddie Davis.
Mia amore, you're the one I adore. You're the one been searching for. Me amore, am I lost in a dream, or is this reality? Mia amore, you're the love of my life. This feeling deep inside is something I can't hide. When you're close to me, I've never been the same since the moment that you came into my life. Mia amore, my love. Now the only thing I want in life is to go to sleep with you each night and hold you tightly in my arms and love you. Mia amore, my love. You're the love of my life. The way you touch my hands, I just can't understand what it does to me. And when I kiss your lips, it's never been like this before. Oh no, Mia amore, my love. Mia amore, my love. Mia amore.
Very nice. Mia amore.
Hazy, you wanna
I always start. You start.
All right. Mickey, you start.
Okay. I like the song a lot. It's a very nice song. But when I think of that song, I think of the Quiet Storm. Do you know what a quiet storm is? And you know the radio stations play a certain type of music after hours. It's slow, quiet music.
She was probably being conceived with the quiet storm.
Exactly. Yeah, you what?
She know about the quiet storm.
Now you know. Yes.
Oh my god.
That's what the quiet storm is.
Dad, is that true?
Well, that's what I think of, the quiet storm. Song is nice. Every time I'm going to equate the quiet storm with her now. I can't get that out of my head. Yes, right? Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
You
Wow.
said it.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I didn't say she was probably conceived. Never mind. Let's forget her conception date. How
Like,
about that?
who? What?
Right. Her dad's probably sitting here listening to this. Oh my God. Did they talk about this? We're sorry. No, I'm not sorry because I didn't
Oh my
say it. He
gosh.
said it. But anyway, the song is a miss. I mean, a hit. I mean, wait, I'm getting dizzy.
I gasped.
Didn't you create this shit and produce
Yes.
this show?
Yes, but you got a vision in my head of when she was
Oh,
conceived.
God.
Why are you still there again? That's enough. Yes.
You gotta move on from
Listen,
that.
I'm trying to move on. Listen,
Oh.
So wait.
what did I say at first?
Clarify. Hit or miss?
It's okay. It's it's a hit.
Okay.
It's a hit
Why?
with the Quiet Storm. Why are you doing that? Why are you even talking right now? You should be talking. Oh my God! Listen, it's a hit because it was a nice song.
Oh, that's the best reason.
What an observation.
It's a hit song because of the lyrical content and the music.
You're just making up stuff
Oh my
now.
gosh.
Oh my God! I can't deal
Oh
with.
my God.
I don't even want to deal with y'all. This. Oh my goodness! All right, let me.
Oh, dear.
It's a hit. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to hear nothing about the Quiet Storm. Just go ahead. No, you go ahead. I'm gonna skip her all together.
All right. Well, first of all, Mr. Eddie Davis. First of all, he's the band leader for the Eddie Davis Band. So definitely look up the Eddie Davis Band. He's also performs with Eddie Davis and Blues Anatomy, and he also wrote and does the lead vocals for this song. He wrote the song, and I think it's a beautiful song. I think the music or whatever. This time next year, there are going to be a lot of girls born named Mia. This is a song where you keep the Timbs on. You keep the Timbs on with this song right here. And I'm being as safe, I'm saying this as, people know what I'm saying. I'm saying this as safe as I could possibly say it without giving any more details than that. But there's going to be a lot of daughters named, first name Mia, middle name Amore. That's going to be born.
Can we stop our ears up right now?
That's going to be born this winter.
Oh
They're going to
my
be,
gosh.
before this year's out, they're going to be coming out there. A lot of Mia's being born. I think it's a beautiful song. I think it's grown. It has a grown and sexy sound, but it's still appealing to anybody. I like that the music's a little different. It has that little kind of Latin feel to it. So it's like a Afro-Caribbean. And if you really don't know, if you don't Google Eddie Davis, I don't think you could tell what race he is.
Right. Can I say something? And you could also hear the Philly sound in there. You could definitely hear a Philly sound.
I'm so
Philly.
glad you said that.
No, I'm going to be frankly honest. Now, if I'm going to be telling the truth, I'm going to let it be known. You could tell there's a Philadelphia definitely has a sound of its own. They don't call it the sound of Philadelphia for nothing. You can definitely hear where his roots lie, and they do lie in Philly. It's a beautiful thing.
Because Philly, that's where greatness is born. It's America's first capital. You know, it's the soul of America is Philly. So, but I digress. Back to Eddie Davis and Mia Amore. I think the song is a hit. I think a lot of Mia's gonna be born. I think it's a beautiful song. I like his tone, everything about the song, the music, the lyrics, the time length of the song. Everything's nice. Everything's nice. If this is playing, you know, you grab who you want and get on the dance floor and let Eddie Davis do the rest for you.
Are you still stuck on a lot of Mia's and Amore's being born? Because you said that about 5, 6, 7 times, maybe 10.
I think Mia Amore means my love
Yes, it
in
does.
Italian.
Yes, but it's going to be taken for something else.
So if they name their daughter Mia, they
It's a
say
hit.
Okay,
But-
now Hazy.
I really enjoyed it. I liked the guitar. That's what really
Yes,
drew
I
me
love
in.
it.
Ooh, that was beautiful. It was really nice. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I liked that there were a lot of layers to it. I felt like it didn't get boring because there was always something adding. The background music was always changing, and it wasn't too stagnant. I think it was a hit.
So you got 3 hits here.
Three
now
hits?
we want to know what you think about it.
Yeah, we do want to know y'all's opinion. So please vote on Twitter.
On Twitter, on @HitOrMiss1. That's HITORMISSONE. Hit or Miss One. And while you're going on there, make sure you follow us on Twitter. Follow Hit or Miss Podcast on Twitter at Hit or Miss One, and we will be putting out all the songs that we play on this broadcast. We're going to be putting the songs out there so that you can vote whether or not the song is a hit or miss, because we want to hear from you. We want to see you in the comments on YouTube. Comment and let us know whether you think the song is a hit or a miss. It's important that artists get feedback. It's important that we get feedback so we have an idea of trying to find the type of material that you want to hear and have us talk about on the show.
Absolutely.
Yep. We also have an Instagram account, hitormiss_podcast. But how can they find us?
On Facebook at Hit or Miss.
Yep. Yeah, just look up Hit or Miss Podcast. We should come up.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't put in podcast, but
Also, we have some really cool, exciting hit interviews coming up. So a hit interview is where we have the whole entire episode be us listening to music from an artist, as well as, interviewing them, finding out their inspirations, things about their life. And we're going to interview Chica DeBarge. Tell us about Chica DeBarge.
Chica DeBarge is from the DeBarge family. She is an all-around talented individual from Grand Rapids, Michigan, from that famous DeBarge family. You don't want to miss that one.
Yes. As well as we'll interview Power Black. Blaze, you want to tell us about Power Black?
Power Black is an MC. I'm not going to say rapper in his case. An MC hailing from Elizabeth, New Jersey. I'm talking bars. Listen here. Even if you don't like rap, if hip hop ain't for you, you can listen and like some Power Black. I'm talking stories being told. I'm talking about real life being put in front of you in an entertaining and educating way. He gets deep, but he keeps it basic so that you get it, you understand it. And the bars don't stop coming. Very clever storyteller. Strong. It just comes with the energy, brings the energy, so you want to hear Power Black. We played a few of his songs, and talking to him, you get to know him. You get to know about music. He has a lot. He's a very intelligent man with a lot to say. So you're going to enjoy that hit interview with Power Black.
Yep. So stay tuned for all of the upcoming things. We have all of that and more. So subscribe,
like,
comment, and share.
Yep. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Peace.